Activision.
Toys for
Bob.
Bob. Boob? No, it's
Bob.
Bob.
Little Bob Peep.
Little Bo Peep. Little Bob Peep. Hello, my name's Little Bob Peep.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Not much money, but oh, honey, hey, we have fun.
Now, hello, welcome to Spyro Reignited.
Reignited, and it feels so good.
Yeah.
An evil plot unfolds.
As the world loads in.
Loading. Sleepy dragons. You got the burnt McGurps?
Almost.
Oh.
It's a furry.
I hate furries. You can tell it's a furry because they have a hood on. They have human clothing.
Yeah, it's an anthropomorphic animal, which is something that has existed in media for a long time.
As you
Only
all know,
recently.
Dragons love eggs. We all know this, right?
Part of the complete breakfast.
Just don't eat the yellow part. I've heard that's lots of cholesterol.
I am a boy.
Yes. What about being a boy?
No, that's all. That's all I got.
That's your statement. Just a boy. Okay.
I am a boy.
So yeah, I've never played. I've played the first Spyro. Alex is playing this. I'm not playing it, but
I have played through the entire series.
Yes,
I never finished Ripto's Rage.
he's a fanboy. This one.
I finished with the Reignited Trilogy. I finished Spyro 1 in 3 days, 120%. I got to gulp on the second game and quit because I died probably 10 times, and then I just started on the third game, and now we're restarting from the beginning because nobody is alive.
Is that
That's
last when we left off on Spyro and nobody's left alive?
Nobody was alive. No one will be left alive.
This is one of like the remasters that I'm looking forward to playing because, like I said, I played the first Spyro, but I played it when it originally came out.
Yeah.
20 years ago. So this is like a must play for me at some point.
The other side of the world. I got crushed when it came out, but I never finished it. I've always enjoyed Spyro a lot more. I like adventure versus straight platformers.
Conceptually, on paper, I mean, I played Crash, a lot more Crash than I have Spyro. I like Crash more, but you know,
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro.
there was something about this series that seemed more kiddie than
Yeah.
Crash, which is what I think maybe turned me off from it.
Well, I think this has a lot more voice acting and voice acting from the characters, therefore it's easier for it
Yeah,
to...
it's like more an animated film.
Yeah. And it looks incredible. This remaster.
This
looks
looks
so good.
really good. They did a job on this.
They really, really did. I played,
This basically looks like a modern game.
it is essentially a modern game. It feels really good, too. Like, the controls aged really well.
That old platform and collectathon.
I never played Banjo-Kazooie, but that's all I got. Cause,
I think the key to these games is the world layout.
Yes. Well, it feels... It doesn't feel like a drag to collect everything because the world is so fun to explore. And
Yeah, exactly.
Spyro,
That's what I mean, like
plays so
Banjo-Kazooie,
well.
nothing against Banjo-Kazooie. I think it was good for the time, but like in retrospect, it just felt more of a chore.
Yeah.
Where something like obviously Mario 64 is a classic. That's the benchmark for all these kind of games. But
However, it's much more
this game,
disconnected.
yeah, this game, like back when I used to play it, like I did notice it was more like I don't know, fun as opposed to Banjo-Kazooie for me personally.
Look here, Dragon. If you know
Like the first Jak and Dexter is kind of like that.
And I've hidden
Oh, I love Jak. I have the remaster for PS3.
I'm not a big fan of the sequels, but
They're definitely...
the first game is super good.
Yeah.
They tried to go for like an open world GTA kind of thing, which is weird in retrospect.
It was weird for how the series started, and it was definitely pressure from Sony.
Yeah. There was too much car combat stuff in the third one. I enjoyed a lot of the second one, but the first one to me is still the best one of those.
I can't even like judge them.
They're completely different
together.
games, honestly. Like the first two are completely different.
I really enjoyed Jak 2 and Jak 3. Like the whole series, I really enjoy. But I think I more often go back to playing Jak 2 and 3 than I do.
But I mean, the first one, the king of all those games is Ratchet and Clank.
I don't like Ratchet and
for
Clank
me,
as much.
That's my favorite. That's one of my all-time favorite series.
To a different world, but you'll have to glide to get
It's the bosses and the weapon variety. Just the combat. I think it's the reason why I like it the most is because to me the actual combat and the upgrading of the weapons is super like addictive to me.
Yeah, I think that's Ratchet and Clank didn't appeal to me as much because it's less a platformer and more of a.
Oh, it's definitely
it's not a third-person
platforming
shooter,
but it's not a platformer. It's a third-person shooter. It's an action-adventure game. It's not. It has some like puzzles and platforming bits, but it's definitely more action-oriented. Whereas something like this is definitely more of a platformer.
Yeah, and that's why I enjoy this much more. And even Jak 2 and 3, they have shooting in them, but it is much more of just like a straightforward action game.
Yeah. That's probably why I liked it more. Even though, like I said, I did enjoy the first game in the Spyro, and obviously I love all of Mario's.
Mario! It's me, Mario! I forgot that the flying is inverted. It throws me off.
It's inverted? Ugh, God.
No, stop it. Man, playing video games and talking at the same time
Good jerk.
is the feat.
Especially when you're dealing with barbarian and trolls.
No, they honestly still feel. Oh, right, because we're talking about inverted.
Yeah.
Aside from that, everything feels great.
Listen, flying controls make sense as far as like inversion. Everything else, no. Like if you're playing a shooter inverted, you are a monster. Straight up monster. If you're playing an inverted, you're a horrible person, and you should change your ways. Repent.
You should repent. You mean if you play on inverted, you need Jesus.
Yeah. You need, inverted controls on anything but flying games is the work of the devil.
The devil came to steal, kill, and destroy, and have you play with inverted controls.
Exactly.
Since
he's flying and he has wings, the inverted controls get a pass, even though I still prefer them not to be that way. But I'm playing, so it doesn't really matter for me. It's just so colorful.
It's so good. The colors pop, and the only thing I don't like is that the foliage or like the grass is a little bit too tall, so it hides the gems more than it did in the original.
Oh.
Okay.
They raise the.
Luckily, if I hold down L3, Sparks leads me to all of them, which he had that ability by default in the second game. He didn't have it at all in the first game, and it was a skill that you could get later on in the third game. But in the remaster, you have all of them.
Look at them sheepies. Oh my. Just like Spider-Man, you didn't kill those sheep. You just you just sheared them.
Did you see
Yeah,
the polygon? Oh yeah, that's right. I texted it to you.
I was gonna tell you in person. Like I love that video. He's my favorite person on Polygon. He's the only reason why I watch that channel, that YouTube channel.
Yeah, him, Pat, and Simone are the best. What we're talking about, there's a video on Polygon. It's done by BDG, Brian
David Gilbert, I think.
Yeah, Brian David Gilbert. And he
does like weird videos. Like he'll like review every book in Skyrim. He like did a video on Spider-Man, which what we were referencing about like him not being a killer when obviously he's killing people in the game. But yeah, he has really cool videos. They're really funny. He's a good personality.
Yes.
He also vaguely reminds me. This is a weird thing. He vaguely reminds me of a girl I used to like. He looks like a male version of a girl I used to like.
He's someone.
He's a little androgynous.
I don't even want to say effeminate because like he reminds me. He's very much like a theater kid. Sort of. Like he reminds me a lot of myself with a higher voice, and also I don't paint my nails.
It's uncanny though. Like I could show you pictures of that. I don't have pictures on me, but like if I had pictures, I could show you the pictures of the girl, and you'd be like, "Oh my god, he is the male version of her." Like it's so weird. Like same hair too. Like that's the weird part.
So one thing I do hate that they changed in the remaster that wasn't originally so. Like originally, the the swimming controls were really tight, but now they have like a drag to it, like inertia.
Was there underwater levels in the first one?
Not in the first one. The first one,
Okay.
Spyro was hurt by the water, and then in the second game, he got the ability to swim.
Oh, it's kind of like GTA protagonists, you know? They couldn't swim, and then they could.
They need to patch
They
it
evolved.
because it feels really weird.
People realized that Rockstar realized it's just stupid for us not to have you guys swim. It's just a way for us to gate the world.
Oops, I didn't mean to skip that.